Hello and welcome to another video. This is another Black Ops 3 beta video, and I'm coming at you on Stronghold, the new map. Still using that M8A7, still loving it. I'm gonna try to get some variety, but right now I've just been really liking this gun. Now, last time you saw me using it, I was rocking quick draw and reflex sight. But this game, I decided to take off that reflex sight and go for stock. And I've got to say, while it didn't make much of a difference all the time, when it did come in handy, it really came in handy, and it really won me a fair few gun battles. Now, this is a 17-7, fairly good gameplay for me, plus 10 positive. But I'm only using an AR, so it's going to be very slow, or not very slow, but it's going to be a fairly slow, more long-range, picking off players game instead of more of an SMG, run and gun, pew 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 kind of game. Now, straight off the bat, I'm going to be talking about this new map. Last video, you guys got my opinion on the game as a whole, but I want to talk about this new map. I love it. It is very, I just love the colors. It's very nice and white and bright, and you got trees. The lanes are very good, and like the left lane, there's a left lane, right lane, and middle lane. Right now, this is the right lane that I'm going on, I believe. And a lot of people always come through here, so I always throw concussions to be careful. The middle lane is basically, it doesn't have that much, like surprisingly for a middle lane, it has quite a bit of cover. So I very much like the middle lane, and a lot of the time I'll go down it. The left lane I'm not the biggest fan of. It's fairly open. The cover doesn't really work because you're coming in, because they shoot you from the top. Like, people in this building that I'm in right now, they can just kind of pick you off, and it's very, very hard to get a lot of kills when you're stuck being fired on from people who are a little higher up than you are. So the cover doesn't really work. You need to be pretty much crouched to even have a little bit, or prone if you want to be completely covered up. Now, last video I talked about the game and I just talked about the map. But this video, I want to ask you guys any content that you want to see. That's the left lane there. It's not very good. If there's any like certain game that you want me to play, then first I need to have it. Like, I'm not going to just be able to play every game. I need to actually own the game. But I own a lot of games. I've got FIFA. I got Advanced Warfare. I probably won't be, like, the next few videos are probably going to mainly just be Black Ops 3 due to the fact that the beta, it's running out. This is the 3rd day of the beta. It's almost over. I'm going to try to get to max level, maybe by tonight. That's a nice kill there, I was all stunned. Now, I go on a little mini tear here and get some streaks. So if I get that guy, I level up my M8 to level 10, I unlock the laser. I get my counter UAV, which, by the way, if you're level 27, equip that thing. It is so good in this game because there's pretty much no counter. Then I get a Hellstorm, and I'm running low on ammo. I don't want to use my Tempest, and not my Tempest. I don't want to use my Annihilator, so I pull out my pistol, but I can't get him. I just can't. So I always do this with the Hellstorm. I just do the cluster, and I've hit a 5 on screen with this. I've hit a 5 on screen quad feed with this. And then I pop out with the counter. I love counter UAVs, like I said. They give you points, and they help you. Especially when you're like me, and you don't use suppressed weapons. Like, I've slowly gone farther and farther away from suppressed weapons. I feel now that they kind of waste a slot, a perfectly good slot. I feel like they waste one. I feel like for what it does, it's not worth it, because there's been attachments that help you see people with suppressed guns. There's been what else has there been? Like, there's UAVs. It doesn't protect you from UAVs now, does it?
Annihilated.
all it does is it keeps you from
Hostile
people
care
knowing when
package
you're
overhead.
shooting on the radar. And most of the time, you're walking around
Keep
with
pushing.
fellow
We got
teammates
this.
who don't have suppressors. So
Enemy care package.
they will give away your location. Like the enemy will go over to them, and they'll see you, and they'll get you. So slowly, I've realized that the suppressor, unless you're on a team with terrible, terrible players, is pretty much pointless. Now, don't get me wrong; it does have its uses. It is good in some circumstances. Though in most circumstances
Be
where you're like
advised,
me,
hostile
and you
rolling
just want to
thunder
go for
inbound.
streaks and you want to get good games, it's not very much worth it. I feel like that it's not very good. I really don't like the suppressor in this game. No, Aiden, I'm doing a commentary. I'm doing a commentary, Aiden. Aiden, I'm doing a commentary. I'm just talking about how I don't like the suppressor in this game. I feel like it's pointless. It just takes up a slot. Now you can have up to 5 attachments on your weapon, which is it's pretty freaking awesome.
Exactly as brief.
No.
Good work.
Or I do. I like the game. I don't like the suppressor. So thank you guys for watching this video.
Ruined down.
I'll see you all in the next video. So this has been another Black Ops 3 beta video. Please like, comment, subscribe, say like what games you want me to play.